Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna do a craft today, and it is actually more, it's a dare from one of the YouTubers I subscribe to, Rebecca of Dances with Pitbulls. So I watched her make a box out of playing cards. These are North Carolina, my birth state. And she made a box without any glue or tape, and she got it from somebody else, another YouTuber. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to Rebecca's video, and then from her video you can get the link to she linked to the other YouTuber, and then that YouTuber got it from somebody who did the box on, I think it was Snap Guide, I think. I could be wrong. But you'll be able to find out, you know, if you go through all the different YouTube videos that make this. And when I watched her video, and she was making it from playing cards, I commented and I said I was going to try it on index cards to see if I could do it with index cards. Okay, so what I need is I need 22 rectangles. And I think I mentioned it in the video, I'm not sure, but the rectangle needs to accommodate a crisscross to make the walls, and ideally at least half an inch, this is over half an inch, is good to be able to fold around each card, because you're going to fold something around each card. I'm going to move that over a little. So for this part, putting the pieces together, I'm going to show overhead, and hopefully I'll have enough room then to show in smaller screen the side view, but it's important that I do both side and overhead view. Okay, I need 22 cards. And I don't want to have the line side out. I want to have well, I could have the line side out. Let's do a line side out. Okay, line side out. I want to have one card with the lines facing down and the other one with the lines facing up. And it doesn't matter if it's like this or upside down, but I'm just going to do right side up. For those people who are watching the video saying, it's upside down. So right now the video is upside down until I flip it over 180 degrees. So that's one. And I need to, I'm going to put those right here. I'm just going to set those out. Three. Oh my gosh. On the mat, I cannot push my cards. So maybe I need a card to push my cards. Try this thing out. I'm trying to make it all the same. Let's see. Hey, that might, no, that doesn't work. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. I need 6 like that. 6 kind of crossed, just to keep it all uniform. So, okay, because I need a bottom wall of sorts, the floor, the roof, and the 4 sides. Okay, and then these other ones, which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 12 for the walls, the floor, and the ceiling of sorts, if you want to call it that, or the lid cover, the lid. And 10 just like this. These get folded in half. And I'm going to do those right now. Can you see me? Can you see me now? All right. I'm going to fold these in half. If it's a little bit crooked, do not worry about it. These parts right here, these put the walls together. So that's one. I should probably move those playing cards out of the way. Clear the room. Make a lot of space. I want to make sure that I'm not off camera. I know I say that, and then I end up being off camera, like in, what was that, the painting of the lid or something? My little plastic lid. I am also going to use, oh, now see, where am I said that? I'm actually not going to cut the edges or round off the edges because this index card is relatively thin, so I don't think I'll have too much of a problem with tucking everything in. But the scissors is to kind of fold everything. So you can use a bone folder, or like I said in my previous video when I putting the lid together, a pair of scissors with nice sturdy handle. Now the pair of scissors that will probably not work really well with this one is, I just got done watching a Tim Holtz, scrapbook.com, Tim Holtz video, and Tim was showing off these scissors that they had, where the handles are kind of silicone, rubbery, and very soft. And that's just to fit any kind of hand. So those are the scissors that probably wouldn't work as bone holders, or at least not the handles. Maybe you could, it comes within a little plastic, like a little nose to hold the blade, so you might be able to use that part. Okay, so I'm doing the lined one. Now this might be difficult for me because one, I don't have any nails. So yeah, and the mat is, the crafting mat is kind of rubberized, so it's hard to get a grip. So you're gonna do that, and then bring it around like that and go like that. So what you do is whatever side, now this is a little bit crooked. Oh dear, can't have that. What the heck? Okay, I'm a little picky about stuff like that. A little picky. I know, I wanted to unfold it, and here I am bone folding it. Okay, so what you want to do is get 2 pieces of index card, right? And if you want this to be line side up, then you do this. You put this one face down so the lines are underneath there, and then this one you want to put up with the lines up. And then you're just gonna fold those in, use a little bone folder or the handle of a scissors or the handle of a nice sturdy knife, and then just, what did I say? Fold that over like that, and then do the bottom as well. Flip it over and do it for the other card type of thing. Okay, now what you do, then you take it apart. You think you just put it together. Why are you taking it apart? And you want to take these little flaps that you just created. You want to put them like this, tuck them in. This is probably the most frustrating part of the whole process, tucking in. And then well, there is another slightly frustrating part, and that's putting the the walls onto the floor of the bottom part here. Okay, then I just set that aside. Let me do... I can actually make 2 boxes with these cards. These are 2 separate cards. North Carolina and Oregon. Those are places I went to conferences. And hey, hopefully in October, I'll be able to go to the CRLA conference in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, that's my lifting. I'm gonna just bend it like that. That's my lifting card. Okay. So, like I said, my lifting card. You want to kind of have it relatively even, but how difficult is it going to be? Oh my gosh, it's crooked. Shame. I have no, what's the word, coordination. I have no something today. No words either. Okay. And I want to fold this in one side and then the other side. Don't worry about bending the edges. You might be, hey, oh, no. Hey. You might be worried about bending the edges. Okay. I will try and be a little bit less crooked with this. I'm not making any promises though. If you're a perfectionist, you probably shouldn't try this. Now see on that one, I wanted to get a little more even. I'm going to do this. And on the next one, I'm going to try using the bone folder after I put the walls together. After I put the wall together. Just one. So I made 3 whole walls already. Okay. Does that look relatively... Don't say it. It's crooked. Don't say it. Don't say it. Maybe I don't need that. Right? No bone folding until I tuck it in. It sounds painful. Does it? And that works too. I don't know which is better. It might be better to do... Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe to use the bone folder after I have the wall put together? We're gonna see. I guess for my video, I should probably be drinking water. Why be normal? Okay. Adjusting to a different way of life, sorta. Okay, not really a way of life. One more. One more wall, so to speak. It's like right there, right there. That sounded offensive, that sound. Sorry. That's noise. It looked crooked. Oh no, can't have that. You know, I think I like this better than the bone folders. So, did I waste my money on bone folders? Okay, so I'm going to do... Okay, I do see a little crookedness, but don't worry about it. Okay, well, so what you want to do is... I'm going to make the floor... So the... Oh, you know what? I think I folded these. Never mind. I want everything lined, appearing lined. Now you might be thinking, are you going to fold those with the scissors handle? But I'm actually not, because what another thing I've discovered is when I'm putting these in, they go in better when I fold it out a little. So that has to go in. There we go. So that, right, and then this slides in to this one, and this is where curved edges would really come in handy, that sliding in. So, you know, it's going to get just a little bit harder and a little bit harder to put the walls in, because you're adding just one more layer of card inside there. So that's why when I pull it out like that, I can, even if I curve it a little, and you just have to jiggle, just kind of jiggle it, and it'll go in. And even that part right there, you just jiggle it. Don't tear it. Don't strong arm push it in, because then you are working with paper, so you're gonna tear it or wreck it or wrinkle it, or I say that as I'm like I can't get it in there. Yeah, just so when that last one won't go in right, I kind of just kind of loosen, like put my finger in this side and then just kind of push in with this side a little bit, and it all goes in then. So it's like, okay, I got it. I just want it to be, okay, so I'm going to put that aside. And then this, for these, I'm going to just, these are my supports for the wall. So I'm going to put it in here. And then just kind of put it like that. And then I'm going to put this wall in. Do I want to make sure? I can't make sure. Okay. Uh-oh. No, I think I'm going to do it like that, upside down, back and forth. Then I kind of bring it out like it's flat, and it'll go right in. Instead of trying to bend it in like this, I kind of bend it out to make it flat a little bit. Nope. This goes like this. Like that. And then this one, going to put in the tricky part. I can't find that. The tricky part will actually be putting, when this is together, it goes on top of here. Yep. That gets a little tricky. Okay. I'm actually putting these upside down where the line is here, and then keeping the walls red line there, or pink line, right side up, if you want to call that. Or who knows, by the time I put it on the box, it might actually, if I don't pay attention, I'll probably end up putting it upside down. See, now we're getting a little... Now I'm going to straighten this out here and hope and pray I can get that in there. Whoop. I need a box. I don't know. I'm thinking I have not enough. Did I miscount? Did I not fold? Oh dear. No problem. Stay in the camera viewing range, please. I need another thing. Where's that? Where's the bender? Woo, way in there. The bent part. There we go. See? I need one. That's weird. What did I say? In case I miscount. I don't know. Maybe it fell off the other side. I don't know. Okay. Now this one I'm thinking, why is this giving me problems? Because I'm thinking, why is this one giving me problems? It only has one other card in it, well, you know, other than the tuck-in parts. The top and bottom. Okay, let's see. Sometimes the cards give you problems. If you find yourself getting totally bent out of shape about it, excuse the pun, then step away from the project. Now this one I don't have, oh yeah, I was going to say I don't have the luxury of holding it straight out, but I sort of do. So once again, I'm going to try and flip this up a little to see if I can get that last. There we go. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm going to try and put... See, there's this one too. And then I end up... Oh yeah, time to take a break. Okay. So, I let go of the wall here a little bit. All because that one piece. So this is what you're dealing with if you're working with index cards. You're working with stubbornness of the card. They don't want to go in right or something, and you just have to be gentle, because if you're angry and you try and then force these cards in, you're gonna you're not going to be able to create this box the way you want to do it, or the way it's supposed to be done. Okay, now these two parts have to go together like this, only instead of these being on the outside, they go all into these little slots. So you do it very carefully. So I take, try and get all the sides kind of in, and this might be, and it's going to be a bit of a hassle, and it might get a little annoying, but you just want to kind of put each side in at the same time, and then lots of jiggling back and forth. Uh-oh, I hear a cat. Let's see how it's not going in for me. I swear it goes in. I don't swear. On camera. So, okay. In public. It is almost in. So like what I'm dealing with here, I've noticed, is these little flaps, and it doesn't matter if it's a plain card box I'm making or an index card box I'm making. I'm still going to encounter that part right there where it's just not going to go in the way I want it to go in. So I'm going to try and shove it over the flat. See how that one goes in, that one goes in, that one goes in, and this last one does not want to go in. All right, there we go. Yay, I did it! So inside and out, it is lined inside and out. And then let's see how this one. Okay, so now I had the lid, but now, you know, I was off. I know it's 22 cards. I know it. I was off by 2 or 3 cards here. So the remaining 2 cards go like this. And I'm going to do put this card, second to last really card in here, or not. Okay. Once again, kind of bend it up a little, or lift up the back here. That's where it's stuck. It's stuck a little. Okay, and this goes back in here. Of course. No, lots of tucking. I was thinking, no forcing, but just lots of tucking in, right? It's a patience test. Now, what you could do is you could just leave it like this and not have that, the card that is your flap card, I guess. But I'm going to shove this in here. All right. I have to remember. So now what I want to do with this one is I want to bend it back like this. Actually, this way. Sorry, this way. It doesn't matter. It's actually the more bendable it is, the easier it'll be for me to put that in. Like, form the lip there that I was showing you earlier. Thinking maybe it would be better to put them both in here, and then I could put this one back in. Okay. So for this part here is going to go into the lid, and I'm going to take this one and poof it up like that. So it's about, usually I have the lid on the table like that. Really, it does go in a lot better, a lot more easily and than today. Of course, I'm on video now, and then what I do here is I just, I could just leave it just like that, but I just bend this in and this in like that, and then I have my little lip. And then what I've also done here is I've also taken this and folded it under a little bit. I did this with one of the boxes. And then okay, let's try that one. And then the reason it's folded is because the lid stays closed, or it looks like it stays closed better. So then I could just take it out and then put it back in like that. Ta-da! Awesome! Thank you, Rebecca, for the dare. So I dare my viewers to try it, and any kind of adjustments you make or little tweaks to the stuff, like this little lid thing here is my own little tweak. I added to it. But still no glue, no tape, no adhesive of any kind other than just putting slots, you know, just putting cards into each other. If you want to call that an adhesive. So it's easy origami. This is what it is. That's awesome, right? Okay, now I'm going to make in fast forward motion. So I could actually draw on this, like write on it, use it. It could be an art journaler's box. Put your embellishments in there. Okay. I really have to give the art journaling a try, since I've subscribed to several art journalers. Boy, that's a mouthful. YouTube channels. So I'm going to try it with the North Carolina ones here. I am going to do outside, the outer part showing on the outside, and then for... Okay, so I'm going to do the outside cards. I don't think there's a face, the Jack, King, Ace. Like, ideally, you know, you could do the cards. And then I'll do this one on the outside, make these appear on the outside, the face card part. So there, I should have enough of these. 22 cards is what I need. So I don't know. And the outside has to be like that. Okay. In fast forward mode, I hope and pray. Well, not right now in fast forward mode. I will definitely need my scissor handles. Ta-da! Yay! Okay, there was that part where I was putting the walls onto the floor part I was ready to scream, and I could have because I did the fast forward motion through this, but no, I was able to do it. Worked up a sweat on this thing I did, and lots of squeakiness and everything, and at one point I was thinking, I wonder if I can coat the cards with just a drop of some type of an oil or something, like maybe chapstick or something. Hey, I wonder if that would make the cards go in better or something, so now I don't have to, I'm not going to fold this one because this box, I could even go like that. You know, it doesn't even have to tuck in to that little slot. I could just put it like this and it fits fine. But here is the box. So I'll open it up, show the inside. Completely outside of the outside design. Show the side view because I do plan to show the side view. Now, I'm going to do this one also in fast forward. I'm back. Okay, I had to take a break. You know, one of those, I've had too many fluids today break, and then my stomach was growling, so I grabbed 2 cookies. I know, unhealthy, but they're Girl Scout cookies. So, had to, it was a must. Okay, on this one, when I go through it, I'm going to make sure that these face up because they have pictures in them. I'm not going to promise that hopefully they'll be right side up, the walls. I'll try and make sure. The cheapness of the cards, these are cracking when I bend them, but that's turning out to be a blessing in disguise because when I put it in here, it slides right in. Now you see, I was joking earlier with the North Carolina box that I wish I had like a little bit of oil. And, I forget what it was. Was it this way? Apparently, I don't need it. Because these cards are mimicking like I have oil on them or something. I did not put oil on these cards. No oil was used. Okay, so let me, let's fold it over, right? Slightly crooked. Do not worry, since it's my box. Also, the cards are thick because they have that coating. Oh, see, now I should have. Oh, never mind. That's gonna get tucked in. Never mind, I should have it the other way. I know, I see the error of my ways. I still got Oregon on there. Yay! Awesome. This went together way easier than this one. And if you see, it's just a little bit bigger than, I don't know how I can show that from the side view. I can show that it's a little bit, the Oregon cards are a little bit bigger than the North Carolina cards. And so maybe that's what made this a little bit easier to put together. But they're both very sturdy boxes. And I can use, I don't have to decorate these because they are already decorated inside and out. And if I can't remember where I got these cards, I just lift up the flap, the flap, and really lift the flop up. Then I can see, well, it says it here too. Oregon. Cool beans. There you go. So I dare my viewers to make this. And thanks for watching. Time to sign off. Okay, I have no idea if I'm going to do overhead or I don't know. Somebody called me. So I will probably do overhead, so I'll just do overhead on the Decide Now spinner. What kind of day would you like to have? Have a terrific day. Have a playful day. A card playing day. Bye.